Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm continuing my Mars through the houses in Synastry series. In this video I'm going to talk about what it means to have your Mars falling into someone's 6th house or their Mars falling into your 6th house in Synastry. And I'm actually really excited to talk about this because I feel like with most Synastry descriptions, the 6th house and even the 12th house to an extent are talked about in quite a negative light. And I just don't feel that to be true. I mean, everybody has to have a 6th house and a 12th house. And sometimes you're going to have people's planets falling in there and it's not scary or boring or anything. It's just, it is what it is. So when it's someone's Mars falling into your 6th house, they light up the area of your life that is to do with your day-to-day work and service and health. And so it can be a really grounding influence where you can kind of sort out your life together and even be like workout partners or get way more healthy or get way more organized. The Mars person can really help the house person get more organized and even serve them in some way. Now, this is where it can get kind of tricky, and like I said in my other videos, sometimes with the Earth house overlays of Mars, we can see someone maybe taking more than they're giving. So sometimes these can show up in relationships where one person is being used. Now, in this situation, it's more like one person can sometimes feel that they're maybe subservient or, that's the interesting thing about 6th house synastry is that sometimes one person can feel more helpless and the other person is kind of doing all this service work for them. And that can be kind of sexy, really, if you like that kind of master-slave sort of dynamic, which is and not that that's always going to come out here, but that can sometimes come out here where, one person is quite a lot more subservient than the other with Mars coming into the 6th house. But in a normally healthy synastry, it can just show that, this is an area of focus, work, health, and your day-to-day life, your routines. That's really the beautiful part about 6th house synastry is that this person is lighting up the area of your life that's all about your routine. So you can really be an active role in each other's life, where you have your coffee together, you make breakfast together, or maybe one person makes breakfast for the other person, and then you feed the dog together, and then if you have children, then you feed the baby, and it's you really do all these little things together that make up your day, the day-to-day habits and routines, you have a cup of tea before bed or something, and that's kind of the vibe of 6th house synastry. Now, it's not maybe the most exciting vibe, right? But it's definitely durable and a grounding influence because this is an Earth house. And you have to look at the sign that it is in, though, because, it's going to be different depending on what sign it's in. But generally, this is a grounding influence where, the Mars person could really help the house person kind of sort out their life and get grounded. And in some cases, they can actually be serving them in some way. This could be a work relationship. This could be, where they're working together on some project. And so the Mars person is really giving a lot to the house person, or vice versa. It could be the opposite as well sometimes. But there's definitely a theme of day-to-day work and life and health and routines. And, if the house person is kind of disorganized or, maybe having some health problems, the Mars person can help them with their Mars. So Mars is the first house influence. So the Mars person can really help the house person be conscious of, oh, I'm not super healthy, or, oh, I need to change these negative habits, or I need to change these negative attitudes. Like the Mars person can really get the house person going on that level, which can be a very good thing. Now, you want to look at all the other synastry involved too. Like, is this a more comfortable overlay for someone? Like someone with a 6th house stellium, this is going to feel very comfortable and natural. Someone who maybe is not so dominant in the 6th house, this might be a bit boring or annoying, or maybe they don't like the help that they're receiving from the Mars person. Like maybe it feels a bit bossy. Maybe they don't want to, become organized. Maybe they don't want to become healthier. And yeah, and some people don't like this dynamic of, one person helping and one person taking. And it can switch too, right? Like where, the relationship starts out with maybe the Mars person is doing all the giving, and then it switches, and then all of a sudden, the house person is doing all the giving and service work to the Mars person. So it's definitely interesting. It's not bad nor good. It just is what it is. And, it can be really nice to have someone helping you in this area of life. It's not as romantic as the 5th house. Maybe we don't instantly feel like we're meant to be, soulmate lovers and all this romance. It's not really like that, but this person can really help you sort out your life. And it can be actually kind of sexy when someone's like taking out the garbage all the time, or, doing those kind of helpful tasks, like Mars in the 6th house overlay is kind of like an acts of service love language, really. So that can be really nice, and definitely can be good for the right people. Like, depending on which house system you use, I've got my Moon Mars conjunction in my 6th house. So when someone's Mars comes in, is conjunct that, I tend to really like that a lot. And so, that would also mitigate any of the boring effects of this aspect, as if like you actually have a planet there and then their Mars is coming in and conjuncting that. It's just going to be a very natural interplay then. So you have to look at the natal chart, like, is this a more 6th house dominant person, or is it not? Whether this is going to be a favored aspect or not. But yeah, that's kind of the general vibe of it. So yeah, I'm doing your requests, you guys. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about on a video, and I'll do my best to do them all. And yeah, I do offer one-on-one sessions. My links are below. You can book with me there. And yeah, talk soon. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.